Hey, so I just wanted to pop on and talk about something that the one thing that I see that really moves the needle for people, and nobody else is teaching it. And I don't know why nobody else seems to be teaching this, because this is the thing that once you get it and you can tap into it, this is the thing that moves the needle for people and really gets the results. And it is leveraging your biology. It's learning how to work with your internal wiring to maximize all the effort that you're putting in. So I think the thing to understand is that our bodies, the way that they work, like the internal wirings, if you like, haven't actually changed that much in the last few thousand years, whereas our society, our environment, absolutely has changed loads, but our internals haven't changed to match that. So we aren't necessarily well adapted to the environment that we live in. And so it feels like we're working against ourselves all the time. And I know I have been there, where you're putting in all of the effort. You're putting so much work in. You're tracking all of your food. You're like eating clean. You're cutting out all your favorite foods. You've got your like fitness and your training plan absolutely dialed in, so that you're working so hard 5 or 6 days a week, and your body's just not showing up. It is just not reflecting the work that you're putting in. And like I said, I have been there, and it is so frustrating, because you feel like you can't give this any more than you're giving it. And why is nothing happening? And it's because we're not working in tune with our bodies. We're working against them because we haven't got that basic understanding of how it actually works. And I say basic because I'm not saying we don't all need to go out and get degrees in biology. There's some really like micro stuff there that we don't need to know. But once we can get that basic understanding of it, and we can apply some really small changes, and I'm not talking about going back to like living in caves and living off the land and stuff. We don't need to do that. We can find a blend between the way that we're hardwired and the society and the environment that we live in now, and we can make those match so that we work in tune with our bodies, and all of our efforts absolutely just get amplified, and the results finally come, instead of feeling like we're working hard for nothing. So what we need to be able to do is to tap into that biological wiring and manipulate it so that it works with us. What we want is a basic understanding of our circadian rhythm, because that is like the master controller. That controls everything in the body. Any tiny little process is governed by your circadian rhythm. And the thing to know about that is, as well, your circadian rhythm is governed by light and temperature. And once you get that basic understanding, it is so easy to manipulate your body into doing basically anything. So when we can get light at the right times of the day, and in the right quantities as well, we can just amplify any efforts we're putting in, because the body's going to be working like in sync. We're going to be in sync with our bodies, and everything, it just flows really nicely. And this is like, there's such strong science behind this as well. I don't really know why it's taken so long to come to the fore, and I don't know why nobody else has sort of picked up on it and is teaching it, but it's so strong. The science is so strong. And so we need to focus more on that light situation. The other thing that we need to make sure that we're in tune with our bodies is our hormonal systems. So think of it as like a funnel, if you like. So light is going to control your circadian rhythm. So your circadian rhythm also controls your hormonal systems, and those hormonal systems govern all of the little processes that go on inside your body. So they will determine how hungry you are, when you want to eat, what you fancy eating, how that food is metabolized by your body, where the food like goes, like how is it used? Is it used for energy? Is it used for muscle building? Is it used for fat storage? And eating those the right amounts of foods at the right times that work in sync with your hormonal system. It's like everything just comes together, and you're finally feeling in tune, instead of feeling like your body is broken and it's working against you. And the third thing that I really like to make sure that I teach clients in this biological leverage section is for female clients to work with their cycle, because your hormones fluctuate so much throughout the month, and your body is primed for different tasks. Like, it's going to be more well suited to strength training at certain times of the month, or it's going to be more suited to low level cardio or endurance training or HIIT training. It's going to be primed for those different areas. And if you're already set up for that, why would you try and work against your body to do the opposite? If your hormones are set up to maximize your endurance training, you don't want to be going in the complete opposite direction and doing strength training. So it's about linking all these things together, getting in tune with your body, and making sure that you're feeling in sync and everything's working together instead of working against each other and just causing too much friction, which is where all of these results almost like get leaked out. All of the effort just doesn't go anywhere because there's too much friction where the energy is getting lost. So that's the number one thing. If you can learn to work with your biology and tap in to all of that biological wiring. So if you want to find out a little bit more about that, just hit the button below and book in a call with me. We can talk about how we can get you there. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you for the next one.